Okay, good enough. Good afternoon, basketball fans. Welcome to Division II Hockomock League Girls Varsity Basketball. Oliver Ames, 5-1, hosting the Stoughton High School Black Knights. They right now are 0-5, yet to win a contest. We are at the William Nixon Gymnasium at Oliver Ames High School. Both teams are part of the Davenport Division of the Hockomock League. I'm Dave Clifton, happy to be describing the action this evening. I'm filling in for Jack Ryan, who normally does these games. And what a division and a league that the Hockomock League comes up with lots of talent, no doubt about it. Hope everyone out there is safe from the pandemic. Everyone here at the gymnasium attending the game is wearing a mask, including all the players. This cablecast is a production of ECAT, Eastern Community Access Television. Right now, both coaches have their teams warming up. The captains are at center court getting the official announcement by the referees is to the ground rules that will take place. Oliver Ames High School, coached by Elaine Clement Holbrook. What a coach she is, folks. She's been coaching for well over 40 years here at Oliver Ames High School. She retired as a biology teacher back in 2011. She's been dealing with basketball. She's in several Hall of Fames. As a matter of fact, dating back to her high school days. And of course, she was an active player in college at Bridgewater State College. And actually on their Hall of Fame. She was a captain in softball and a very active basketball player. The assistant coaches for Oliver Ames, Brittany Engel, Christine Hochstein, Jennifer Byron. Her dad was the head basketball coach for the boys varsity team. And I'm talking about the late coach who passed away. And of course, we are forever grateful to him for his hard work. Oliver Ames right now, they're 4-1 in league competition. They're 5-1 overall. They have victories against Attleboro, Canton, Walpole. They lost to Franklin High School in overtime, 51-48. They defeated Milford and Sharon. Their next contest will be against Taunton High School. And of course, they are a team that is predicted to probably win their division, the Davenport Division of the Hockomock League. Who is Davenport? Dudley Davenport is his name. He was the former athletic director and head basketball coach at Sharon High School. He was with the Eagles. And the Rex Kelly Division, that's for the schools with a larger attendance. I'm talking about King Philip, Attleboro, Franklin, Mansfield, Taunton, and Milford. Kelly was a former coach over at Mansfield High School during his day. So let's take a look at other games being played tonight in Hockomock League competition. Taunton plays at Attleboro, the home of the Blue Bombardiers. North Attleboro travels to Canton. Foxborough will host the Sharon Eagles. The Mansfield Green Hornets travel to Franklin to take on the Panthers. King Philip will be hosted by Milford High School. And here we are at Oliver Ames High School the Tigers hosting the Black Knights. And on paper, this team, Oliver Ames, is favored to win. However, I should mention that even though Stoughton High School is 0-5 at the present time, they played some pretty tough teams. They have losses to Brookline, Taunton. They lost to Foxborough, KP, and Bedford High School. So they played three tough non-league games against some pretty good opponents. We have people still coming in. And the thing that's amazing, folks, that everyone has a mask on, including the players. And I know for a number of years we didn't have to worry about masks, but with this pandemic, how important it is to follow the rules, to make sure you get the shots, and to make sure that there's appropriate testing done. Tonight's cablecast is a production of ECAT, Eastern Community Access Television. We're happy to cover this contest. And when I take a look at the head coach here from Oliver Ames, I can't help but think here's a woman that's been coaching for well over 40 years here at the home of the Tigers. She's probably had many offers to coach college basketball, but decided that she can best help girls out by doing it at the high school level. She has been so successful. She's got 2 state championships. She has many league championships and Hockomock contest over the years. She knows how to train the girls, and she knows what she has to do to teach them how to win ball games. So tonight we're at the William Nixon Gymnasium here at Oliver Ames High School. William Nixon was a former coach here at Oliver Ames. They named the gymnasium after him. He also coached Sharon High School as a head coach. And there's lots of history that goes with Oliver Ames High School and the athletic program. I will be talking with the former principal, Mr. Rex, who joined me at halftime. He's here visiting. He lives out of state. What a terrific job he did as high school principal here at Oliver Ames High School. So we got some folks that are still coming in, and right now we're going to take a short break, and eventually we'll come back with the national anthem, the starting lineups, and the opening tip-off. Stay with us, folks. It's action-packed basketball. It's girls varsity basketball. And a big thank you and a shout-out to the folks that are handling the cameras tonight, how important that is. The PA announcer right now is going to introduce the starting lineup, so we'll stay right here and get the lineups.
Forward, a sophomore, number 33, Katrina Barnum. At guard, a senior, number 10, Evie Lamb. At guard, a senior captain, number 4, Kate Bulger. At forward, a senior captain, number 3, Vanessa Philemon. And at forward, a senior captain, number 2, Jess Madalena. The coach of Stoughton is Charmaine Steele-Jordan. And now for the Tigers.
Charlene
At forward, sophomore,
Steele-Jordan.
number 13, Sarah Hilliard.
So here's the Tigers. They're now getting introduced. We're waiting for the PA announcer to... Here's number 15, Katie getting the nod. Number 30, Jasmine Cooper. She plays both ways as a guard and forward. Cadence Durba, what an outstanding shooter she is, a guard wearing number 15. And here's number 55, Haley Bourne. And rounding out the starting five, Carolyn Pepper, a guard, she'll wear number 43. And now, folks, as we salute the red, white, and blue, we're going to stand with all the other folks here at the gymnasium, the national anthem. God bless America. What a tremendous job that young lady did singing the national anthem. The officials are taking their jackets off. We're ready to play some basketball. Again, we welcome you. It's Division II, Hockomock League Girls Varsity Basketball. Oliver Ames 5-1, hosting the Stoughton High School Black Knights 0-5. It's the Tigers versus the Knights, and we're just about ready now for the opening tip-off. And what a great league. Two divisions the Hockomock League is. For years, they've had some outstanding basketball teams. So right now, we're ready for the opening tip-off. Jasmine Cooper will jump the tap for the Tigers, and she jumps against Varnum. So we're going to have a foul on the play. So in the act of shooting, she'll go to the charity stripe to take the shot. Makes the first, she'll get a second. Cadence Durba, only a sophomore, but she's quite a shooter. On the missed shot, we get the rebound. The Tigers work the near side of the court, and there's a good running right-hander put in by Caroline Pepper. Pepper is part of the senior class of 2022. Oliver Ames working a zone defense against the Black Knights. Missed shot, rebound picked up by the Tigers. They go towards the hoop. They get it back out. Pepper has the basketball. Cross the court pass, sometimes those can be dangerous. 2-0, the Tigers out in front. The shot won't fall. And the Black Knights come down with the basketball. Here's their guard now, Bulger, She's at the top of the key. Dishes off to Malderma. The shot won't fall. And guess what? Philemon got the rebound. Rebound hauled down by Durba. The sophomore gets it up the court. They make the basket. 4-0. Tigers out in front of the Black Knights. Both coaches on their feet. If you just joined us, you're watching Hockomock League basketball. It's the Davenport Division. Oliver Ames hosting Stoughton. The Tigers right now out in front of the Black Knights by a score of 4-0. We're in the first quarter of play. There's a shot from way downtown, and she makes it. Nice shot by Pepper. Pepper has 4 of the 7 points in this ball game. And again, the Tigers stay in a zone defense. There's a shot. It's back rimmed. Loose ball picked up by Stoughton. They take a second shot, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession rule gives the ball back to the Black Knights. The Knights will put the ball in play. Goes out of bounds and went off one of the Black Knights. It looked like it went off the fingertips of Philemon, a senior. Here's Darby with the basketball at the top of the key. Murphy at the high post, ball stolen. Goes coast to coast, throws it up, and the loose ball goes out of bounds. No, it was saved. Good hustle by the Black Knights. They trail in this ball game 7-0. Nice rebound hauled down by Durba. Durba dishes off. They try to work the ball at the low post, but it didn't work. We're in the first quarter of play, 7-0. The Tigers out in front of the Black Knights. Good drive to the basket. Terrific penetration by number 13, Rivera. 7-2, and we're going to have a foul in the play. And they're going to call that foul against Bourne. Haley Bourne is a senior at Oliver Ames High School. She wears number 55. This young lady likes to drive. Getting the ball going coast to coast. She gets fouled. Good hustle by the Tigers. That was Jasmine Cooper. Jasmine is a freshman. Makes the first one. How important it is, young basketball players out there, is good concentration on the foul line. Study the basket, make sure you bend your knees, do the arc, and bang, she makes it. 9-2, Tigers out in front by 7. Black Knights try to work the far side of the court, went out of bounds. Coming into the ball game right now is Raina Tet, a freshman for the Black Knights. Oliver Ames right now goes to the low post. They give it off to the freshman who has no problem whatsoever, Cooper, putting that ball in the hoop. Driving to the hoop, missed the shot, but she'll go to the charity stripe to shoot 2. So with timeout on the court called by the Black Knights, Going to the foul line will be Haley Bourne. Haley is a senior. She switches from guard to forward during the game. And we thank you for joining us, folks. We wish you a Happy New Year. This is girls varsity basketball at its finest. And young basketball players, as you watch this game, and I'm talking about young girls that may be in youth sports programs playing basketball. Watch these high school girls. Watch how they use both hands to dribble. They know how to use the backboard when they're underneath the basket to take shots. And they know how to shoot. They work at it. They practice. The more you practice, the better you get. So the Stripes blow the whistle to start the game. We have 3:50 remaining. We're in the first quarter. The Tigers out in front of the Black Knights. Both teams part of the Davenport Division. The score 11-2. And at the foul line right now is Haley Bourne. Haley takes a couple of dribbles, 4 to be exact. Takes the shot, back rims it. Gets a pat in the back from her teammates. He takes another 4 dribbles, takes the shot, and makes it. Coming into the lineup now for the Tigers, Sophie Krensky. So Haley Bourne gets a rest. Oliver Ames stays in their zone defense. They work the near side of the court. They look low, ball knocked out of bounds, and the Tigers get it back. Good hustle by Cooper. Underneath, all alone, takes the basket, and again puts it off the backboard. How important that is. Here's another steal. A bounce pass. They take the shot, and we're going to have a foul on the play. And they're going to call this against Jasmine Cooper, the sophomore. Tonight, Coach Holbrook dressed 7 seniors, 2 juniors, and 3 sophomores. Three-pointer won't work. Here come the Tigers. They work the ball around the outside perimeter. There's the shot from downtown. And again, they pick up the loose ball underneath the basket. And give credit to Murphy on the hoop. Murphy hauls down the rebound. They look up the court. Little give and go. The Tigers also have the size. The score right now, if you just joined us, 16-2. The Tigers out in front of the Black Knights. Here's a shot from way downtown. Doesn't fall. Tigers do a good job of getting the ball up the court. That's something that coaches preach quite often. Move the basketball. Loose ball rebound picked up by Krensky. And we're going to have a traveling violation. She took steps before the dribble. Tigers fall back into their zone defense. They keep one player up front to bother the dribblers. That's Sophia Krensky. There's a shot from way downtown. Won't fall. Derba gets credit for another rebound. Here's a fast break. Good block by the freshman Cooper. Stoughton will get the ball back underneath their own basket. They trail 16-2. They're looking to get their first victory on the season. They're part of the Davenport Division of the Hockomock League. I'm talking about the smaller schools: Oliver Ames, Canton, Foxborough, Sharon, North Attleboro, and Stoughton. Nice pass underneath. However, Cooper missed the ball. Missed the basket, I should say. Good drive to the basket. Knocked out of bounds. Good defensive effort by Kate Bulger, a senior at Stoughton. Nice hook pass to the freshman who makes the basket, Cooper. And we got another traveling violation. They'll call that against Raina Tat. Stoughton dresses 5 seniors, 2 juniors, 3 sophomores, and 2 freshmen. Nice hustle, nice rebound on the missed shot. That will send Anna Murphy to the foul line. She'll get 2 shots. She was in the act of shooting when she got fouled. She dips, she takes the shot, it goes in. 22.7 seconds. Madalena gets a rest for Stoughton. Second shot is good. A good free throw shooter. Good soft touch. 20-2. Oliver Ames up by 18 points. Good hustle by Cadence Durba. Ball stolen. Stoughton goes to the hoop, shot blocked. And that's the end of the first quarter here at Oliver Ames High School. Stoughton trailing the Tigers by a score of 20-2. We're playing 4 8-minute quarters in this game. Taking a look at some of the losses that Stoughton has, they played some pretty good non-league games against Bedford and Brookline. They lost to Taunton, Foxborough, and the King Philip Warriors. However, the only loss that Oliver Ames has was an overtime loss, 51-48 to the Franklin High Panthers. They have victories against Attleboro, 49-28, Canton, 56-42. They defeated Walpole in the Bay State League, 61-37. They beat, without any trouble, Milford High School, 72-26. Their next game will be against Taunton, and the Stoughton Black Knights will have a home game against the Blue Bombardiers of Attleboro High School. If you just joined us, folks, we're in the top of the second quarter. Oliver Ames girls varsity team out in front, 20-2. We're covering this game on ECAT, Eastern Community Access Television. Everybody's in uniform, including the 2 camera people here for ECAT. There's a turnaround, Jay. Back rims it, won't fall. Goes out of bounds. Went off one of the Knights. So Oliver Ames will get it back. They're dressed in the white jerseys. The Black Knights, of course, in the black jersey. There's a shot from outside, a three-pointer. And a nice shot by Carolyn Pepper. Forget about the salt. Pepper just got a three-pointer. Oliver Ames stays in their zone defense. And we have the Stoughton Black Knights dressed, I should say, their offense is a 1-3-1 offense. And of course, the last shot hit the rafters, so it's out of play. Stoughton right now in a 2-1-2 zone defense. So obviously, Oliver Ames goes into a 1-3-1. And we're going to have a bucket violation called against the Tigers. A decent crowd on hand here at Oliver Ames High School. It's not a full house, but of course with the pandemic, there may be people out there that are concerned about coming or going to a place with crowds. Everyone, however, has a mask on. We say to folks out there, be safe. Follow the rules. Protect yourself and your families by wearing a mask. Ball goes out of bounds on the near side of the court. Hits the coach in the standing position for Stoughton. The Tigers working against a 2-1-2 zone defense. They go underneath, off the backboard, gets the basket. Cooper, I should say, born on the basket. She wears number 55. And of course, in a zone defense, it's important to move the ball, not to move yourself, because they're playing a position defense. Underneath, all alone, takes the shot. And is it going to be a jump ball or a foul? They're going to call a foul. So they're going to call this foul against Katrina Vanham. She's a sophomore at Stoughton High School. First shot is good. What a terrific job Candor did shooting her 2 free throws. Her first name is Haley. And again, ball stolen by the Tigers. A fast break pass. Shot doesn't fall. Goes out of bounds. Tigers get it back. The coaches for Oliver Ames calling an out-of-bounds play as they line up and watch how they pick for each other to get someone free. Ball stolen. And driving the length of the court to take the shot was Evie Lamb, a senior. Evie will go to the foul line. The Stripes calls for 2 shots. She was in the act of shooting. She's on the charity stripe. It's a free shot. You got all the time in the world to take it. And she makes the first one. It's been a while since they've scored a basket. Takes a few dribbles, takes the shot, misses the second free throw. Ball goes out of bounds into the hands of one of the assistant coaches at Oliver Ames. Stay with us during halftime, folks. I'll be speaking with the former principal at Oliver Ames High School. What a terrific principal he was for a number of years until he retired. Second effort and a good shot by Haley Kanda. She's got 4 points in this game and has only been in for a short period of time. Three-point shot. Bang! She got it. Wow. That was Carolyn Pepper from way downtown. She wears number 41. And there's a three-pointer thrown in by Lamb, L-A-M, a senior at Stoughton High School. So she comes right back with a 3. And there's a loose ball, jump ball. The possession rule gives the ball back to the Black Knights. 4:19, the clock running. 32-6. Stoughton right now trailing the Tigers. And there's a foul on the drive. They'll go to the foul line. And that foul was called against Grace DePill. First shot by Jessie Madalena is not good. Studies the basket, takes the second one, doesn't fall. Here come the Tigers. They go low, went out of bounds. Good idea. She was posted low, got the ball, tried to go to the hoop, but you got to make sure you got the ball with you. On that penetration, it was Hilliard. Here come the Tigers. They go underneath. Shot won't fall. Rebound hauled down by Madalena. She throws it up, gets fouled, and Raina Tat will go to the foul line. And as the official and stripes signal, it'll be 2 shots. As I look on the wall here, I see Kayla Raymond. In 2018 was a 1,000-point scorer. I had the opportunity to cover her for many games at Stonehill College. She decided to stay right here in Easton for her college career. She's a senior now, and what a great job she does scoring and rebounding. For the Skyhawks at Stonehill College, she played right here for head coach Elaine Clement Holbrook. And again, there's a big scramble for the loose ball, ends up in the hands of Stoughton. 32-8. The Tigers way out in front here on their home court. They work the far side of the court. And again, the loose ball picked up. Here's the Tigers on a fast break. Went out of bounds off one of the Tigers. The Black Knights will get it back. And I'm sure that Stoughton is trying to keep this game as close as they can. They don't want to be too far out of range before we even have the second half. Missed shot picked up by the Tigers. Here they come. A little give and go. Bingo. Won't fall. They come right back. And Stoughton right now, they're dominating the boards. They're getting second and third shots. Another nice hoop by Megan Green. I should say that was Pepper on the three-pointer. Green is not in the game right now. Underneath, nice look. 35-8. You're watching girls varsity basketball. This Tiger team, they love to run with the ball, and they pick themselves up another basket. So another fast break. A terrific basket And of course, all the players on this Tiger team getting a chance to participate. Stay with us, folks. At halftime, we're going to be talking with the former high school principal here at Oliver Ames High School. And during our post-game show, after we wrap it up at the end of the game, we're going to speak with head coach Elaine Clement Holbrook. And of course, she's got an active group of assistant coaches. Lots of help. And of course, with a victory tonight, this Tiger team will be 6-1. And the only team that could beat them was Franklin High School, and the Panthers beat them in overtime. And that score of that game, 51-48, it could have gone either way. So this team, it's a little too early to be thinking tournament, but the way they're playing, they're way out in front here in the first half, 37-8. This cablecast is a production of ECAT, Eastern Community Access Television. We thank their director, Jason, for making sure that we cover these games to show some community spirit. Shooting the three doesn't fall for the Tigers. Wow, off the backboard. The smallest player on the court picked up that hoop. Marva Merritt, she's a sophomore. 39-10. Black Knights having difficult against this zone defense. There's the shot. They get their own rebound. And right now, the Black Knights are hustling. This looks like a rebuilding year for the Black Knights. Here come the Tigers. It's Division II Hockomock League basketball. The Tigers and Stoughton, all part of the Davenport Division. So what's the call by the official? We got 7.4 seconds remaining. We have a timeout called by the Black Knights. Both teams getting together with their officials. And it looks like the Tigers not only have the size, but they have some pretty good shooters. They like to take the threes. We got 7.4 seconds remaining right now before the end of the half. And Stoughton right now trailing 39-10 to a pretty good basketball team, the Tigers of Oliver Ames High School. I'm Dave Clifton. I'm happy to be describing the action tonight here at the Bill Nixon Gymnasium, the home of the Tigers here at Oliver Ames High School. ECAT covering the game. Let's see what the Black Knights can do. They only have less than 5 seconds remaining before the buzzer goes off. Well, and that's the end of the first half here at Oliver Ames High School. The Tigers out in front of Stoughton, 39-10. It's been all Tigers here in the first half. And when I take a look at some of the other games that are taking place in the Hockomock League this evening, Taunton travels to Attleboro to take on the Blue Bombardiers. The Red Rocketeers are at the Canton Bulldogs. Sharon visits Foxborough to take on the Warriors. Mansfield Green Hornets are at Franklin. They play the Panthers. King Philip travels to Milford. And Stoughton right now at Oliver Ames out in front by a score of 39-10. Folks, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with our halftime guest.
No, Sounds fine. Yeah, no, it's all right. two daughters in the area, but one of them's in Attleboro and one of them's in Stoughton. So right now, my daughter in Attleboro.
Lots of great memories. Okay. We're here at halftime at Oliver Ames High School. the Tigers right now out in front of the Black Knights, and the Tigers have been in complete control, 39-10 at the end of the first half. But anything can happen in basketball, I guess. But it looks like the Tigers are the strong team. My guest right now at halftime, the former principal at Oliver Ames High School, Wes Paul. A familiar name, a familiar face, even underneath these masks. I tell you, what a terrific job and a reputation he has as a high school principal here at the home of the Tigers. He's here tonight visiting. And whereabouts are you around the country?
My wife and I retired from our positions here in Massachusetts. My wife was a physical therapist. We're now living in southeastern Pennsylvania in the community that's kind of between Reading and Allentown. It's a small borough called Bartow, B-A-R-T-O, in the Perkiomen Valley. A lot of country, a lot of farms in the area. We have a beautiful home overlooking the Perkiomen Valley. So we're enjoying the farming area and the quietness of the neighborhood, and we're close to my granddaughter and grandson, so it's been nice.
I've had the opportunity tonight to fill in to do a game, and I was happy to see him here tonight. I didn't realize that he had moved out of state. He wasn't kicked out, folks. He moved out on his own because he's well recognized here in this area. But I did want to talk to you about the coach. Elaine Clement Holbrook, definitely a Hall of Famer. And when it comes to high school basketball coaching,
yeah.
She, according to my records, is the winningest high school basketball coach here in Massachusetts.
She is.
What can you say about her? You knew her for a long time. How many years has she been coaching? Well over 40. It's
been an amazing career, and the lives that she's touched. I was fortunate enough to have a daughter who played for her, and as a principal for 22 years, I was able to be here and watch her coach and shape the lives of student athletes, not only just in this school but in the league. Her influence in basketball is amazing, and she looks at that as an opportunity to develop young ladies, young women, for the next step in their lives, whether it's college basketball or life in general. And the success that she's had is really unmatched. And she's such a quality person that every Hall of Fame that exists that she is eligible for, she will be inducted into if she hasn't already been inducted into that Hall of Fame. Not only for her winning record, but just because
of the... It's interesting. She retired as a biology teacher in 2011. But she has dissected these teams over the years.
Yes.
That biology can't do. But I'll tell you something, she's well respected.
Yeah, I only came to, I actually was in New Hampshire visiting my mother, and I made a specific stop here to both stay with my daughters and see them for dinner. But more importantly, I had just seen them for Christmas. But more importantly, I wanted to see Lainey and see her team.
See, and I thought you came here to see me. But I can understand... the fact that she actually worked for you for a number of years. I was going to mention something else. So, Wes, you probably heard that Sam Jones passed away.
Yes.
A former Hall of Famer with the Boston Celtics. And a couple of months ago, we had an event here, and I interviewed him prior to talking about his book. And lots of Easternites and Sharonites came together because Sam used to live in Sharon, Mass, on Lakeview Street overlooking Lake Massaport.
Right.
But his number 24 and the way he used to use the backboard, I know I did some kidding with him. He's the only guy I know that from three-point territory could take a three-point backboard shot from the corner.
I'll tell you a story. I went to the Sam Jones basketball school as a junior high student from Quincy, and I was a decent shot.
That was at Stonehill.
I actually competed against Sam Jones in the final day of competition. He sat in a chair at the top of the key and drained like 20 shots in a row, and I was competing against him freestanding. Yeah. Of course, I didn't hit 20 in a row, but I got a picture with Sam. I still have it. I cherish it because he was an amazing young man.
Well, I bring this up, West Paul, a former principal at Oliver Ames High School, because Sam spent a lot of time in Easton. And he died at age 88. He lost the battle with cancer.
Yeah.
And he was well respected. He was a community person. And I wanted to bring that up because there's lots of folks out there in Easton who remember Sam Jones.
Great.
I'd like to wish you nothing
So much
but the
talking
best.
with you.
It's a pleasure.
Happy New Year.
To see you again. Happy New Year to you.
Take
this
care.
Cablecast is a production of ECAT, Eastern Community Access Television. We'll be back with the second half. Hats off to West Paul.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Okay. Okay, we're ready for action-packed basketball. The Tigers of Oliver Ames High School hosting the Stoughton Black Knights. And right now, the Tigers attacking the basket. Had 2 or 3 shots there, but it didn't make it. I'm Dave Clifton. It's the third quarter. We're playing 4 8-minute quarters. This is the Davenport Division, both these teams. And there's a three-pointer. Wow, and that was from way downtown. Bulger on the basket, a senior at Stoughton. They needed that shot to participate. And right now, the Tigers a little bit off in their shooting. 6:57, we're in the third quarter, 39-13. Tigers will put the ball in play underneath their own basket. They get it out front at the top of the key. They work the far side of the court. There's a three. Bang! She got it. Terrific shot. And what a shooter she is. I'm talking about Kadance Durba. Oliver Ames stays in their zone defense. And there's a violation. I would think that the Black Knights should be thinking about a possibility of a press. But this may be a hard team to press. Shot doesn't fall. One of the smaller players on the court gets the rebound. That's Philemon. Ball stolen. And going to the hoop but getting fouled was Ann Murphy. She's part of the class of 2022. It's actually Haley Bourne at the foul line. Takes a few dribbles, takes the shot, and makes the back end of her 2 free throws. Keeps her team well out in front. I notice how the zone defense that the Tigers have, they move their front people up closer to half court to make it difficult for Stoughton. Here's another ball stolen. She had the right idea. Bourne. Try to get the ball to her freshman teammate, Jasmine Cooper. 5:41, the clock running. That was a terrific interview with Wes Paul, the former high school principal here at Oliver Ames High School. And at the end of the game, we'll talk with the coach. Nice look underneath. And again, the Tigers seem to dominate. That was a terrific pass by Bourne. Little tricky dribble. Pepper works the far side of the court. Good ball movement. Underneath, bounce pass. I was talking at halftime about the importance that Sam Jones, a former NBA Hall of Famer, using the backboard. And he used to say, make sure that, just like that young lady just did, use the backboard, which used her left hand. And Murphy was able to, in close, let that square on the backboard do the scoring for you. 45-13. Complete domination by the Tigers. Nice rebound by Murphy. What a great job this team does of looking up the court. And now she has a chance, Haley Bourne, to do the old-fashioned three-point play. She made the hoop, and now she will go to the charity stripe to take one free throw. Sarah Hilliard in the game now for the Tigers. And she completes the three-point play. 4:05, the clock running. 48-13. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to give it back to the Black Knights. It looked like it went off the Black Knights, but that's why I'm not the referee. Drive to the hoop. And again, the Tigers with their size. Bourne has the ball. Cross the court pass. Three-point shot. Back rims it. Black Knights with the rebound. Two players fell down, and the only one standing got the ball. They're having difficulty, the Black Knights, working against this zone. Good save by the Tigers. Went out of bounds. Late whistle, but the Tigers will get it back. The Tigers will play their next game against Taunton High School. And the Black Knights will be taking on the Blue Bombardiers of Attleboro. That'll be a home game for Stoughton. They got a new high school, a new gym. Here's Jasmine Cooper now, a freshman. It's amazing. She's actually a sophomore, but she looks like a senior. Got terrific size. Makes both free throws. Good soft touch. 50-13, 2:48. The clock running. Another steal by the Tigers. They go right to the hoop. Good use of the left hand by Cadence Durba. For a sophomore, Durba is a terrific shooter. Ball stolen again. Another fast break by Bourne. Gets her own rebound, goes up with the shot, goes out of bounds. Tigers get it back. They do a double stack. They take the shot. Bang. She got it. Nice three-point shooting by Sarah Hilliard. She's a guard, also plays some forward for the Tigers. Another steal behind the back dribble. Cadence, a sophomore. Bourne drives to the hoop. Gets the shot partially blocked. And here come the Black Knights. So we'll get a foul on the play. So they'll call this foul against Pepper. Rivera will go to the foul line to take the free throw. Couple of dribbles, takes the shot, front rims it. Merritt comes in the game. She will be coming in for, I guess, the shooter. Gets her own rebound. And again, the ball stolen. Restolen. A little skip, hop, and jump. Nice pass down court. And maybe there's a possibility that they're overpassing. 55-13, 1:12 remaining. Here come the Tigers on another steal. And of course, against a strong team, against a stronger team, they're going to have to make those shots. Bourne comes to the sideline to get a little pep talk from the coach. Under a minute remaining. Nice drive to the hoop. Hilliard picks up another hoop for the Tigers. She's got pretty good size. I think they're going to call this against Hilliard. Yes, it is. That will send Jessie Madalena to the foul line, a senior at Stoughton High School. Here comes Sophie Krinsky. Sophia is her first name. Second shot bounces off the front of the rim. A missed shot, rebound by the Tigers. They go to the low post, ball stolen. She had some difficulty because of the size. Nice passing. They do a terrific job of looking for each other. It was Pepper that ended up with the basket. So on the missed shot, time ran out. Tigers right now out in front of the Black Knights by a score of 59-14. My apologies to the listening audience. We are wearing masks as we broadcast, and sometimes it works, and other times you may not hear, but I've received no calls, no complaints. Only kidding. As I look up on the wall here, I see lots of state championship banners. I see all the sports here at this gymnasium. And I see Kayla Raymond, who's over at Stonehill College. And I see Lauren Baptista, who in 2009 did a terrific job. She went to Bentley College. Was almost a little All-American, I think. What a career she had, not only at Oliver Ames, but in the Northeast 10 Conference in Division II college basketball as well. Okay, 7:59 remaining. The final quarter of play here at Oliver Ames High School. Tigers have been in complete domination in this game. Ball restolen. And good follow-up by Krensky. So Sophia will go to the foul line. She'll shoot 2. Misses the first one. She studies the basket, takes 3 dribbles, takes the shot, won't fall. And guess what? Oliver Ames gets the rebound. Underneath, another missed shot and a foul on the play. So that was a frustration foul by Haley Kanda, class of 2022. Both these teams are part of the Davenport Division of the Hockomock League. And Stoughton scores 59-17. Good ball movement against the Stoughton zone defense. Doesn't fall, goes out of bounds. There are some nights that those threes go in. This Oliver Ames team is going to get better and better as the weeks go by and the more games that they play. Almost looked like a volleyball game on the far side of the court. Each player tipping the ball. Tigers now take it over the timeline. They work the near side of the court. A bounce pass to the corner. Over the head pass. Ends up underneath. Ball stolen. Here come the Black Knights. They work the far side of the court. They bring the ball to the top of the key. Bounce pass underneath. And again, the Black Knights have difficulty because of the Tiger size. Nice try by Hilliard. She tried to pass and dribble at the same time and got whistled on a violation. 6:08 remaining. This is Division II Hockomock League basketball. Nice shot from the outside. And the ball stolen. That last basket by Lamb showed that she had a good soft touch. There's no second rebound for Stoughton. Front rims, rebound by the Tigers. Stoughton gets the ball across the timeline. They set up against the Tiger zone. Here come the Tigers once again. A nice dish off. Won't fall. And went out of bounds. Good call by the official. As we were saying during halftime, this high school coach, Elaine Clement Holbrook, she won 2 state championships over the years. She's won a number of division and league titles. She's had some outstanding players who have gone on and played college basketball, like Kayla Raymond and like Lauren Baptista. And the official calls a jump ball. Possession rule gives the ball back to the Tigers. I should say the ball will go to Stoughton. A quick timeout called by the Tigers is head coach Holbrook will huddle with her team as they take their seats. This is the home of the Tigers. We are covering this game through community television, ECAT, Eastern Community TV. And folks, if you'd like to know more about ECAT or be a volunteer, call the studio here in Easton, and you can learn a lot, you can do a lot, and you can even develop some public speaking skills by participating in a cable studio. A big thank you to the folks on camera this evening. We appreciate them getting here early. They take care of the equipment. They're dressed in orange Oliver Ames Tiger sweatshirts. 61-25. Went out of bounds off the fingertips of Dupil. 4:03, the clock running, 61-25. Tigers out in front of Stoughton High School. Shot won't fall. Good rebound by Krinsky. She goes underneath. Finds the open player. And nice job by Dupel to bounce it off the, I should say, kiss it off the backboard for the hoop. And of course the loose ball, jump ball, possession gives it back to Oliver Ames. Murphy comes into the lineup. Dupil gets a rest. Murphy wants to set up a play. She's working against a 1-3-1 zone defense. That wasn't a shot, folks. That was an attempted pass play. Here come the Tigers. Kander with the basketball. Gets it back out front. Kander comes out of the Tiger lineup. She gets a rest and a high five from her teammates. 2:44, the clock running, 63-25. Now, as you watch both coaches, they're coaching regardless of what the score is. They're teaching and coaching, which is so important. I would say that the Stoughton Black Knights tonight had some difficulty against the Tiger zone. That was a walking violation. The Tigers get the ball back with 2:29 remaining in this ball game. I'm going to try to interview head coach Elaine Clement Holbrook during the postgame. And again, an easy shot underneath the basket. And of course, that was Megan Green with the hoop. 65-25. Went out of bounds off one of the Black Knights. Both coaches clearing their benches. 1:49 remaining. 65-25. Maybe you're taking a second look at the score, but that is the real score. Bounce pass to the corner. There's another three-point shot. That was attempted by Hilliard. And even though the Tigers have 65 points, they've missed a lot of potential hoops underneath. How important it is to use that backboard. And there's a foul on the drive. Clock stops at 1:12. So at the foul line, Krinsky makes the first one. I remember her by the pink sneakers. Couple of dribbles, takes the second shot, won't fall, and guess what? The Tigers get the rebound. (66-25). We're just about under a minute. And there's the sophomore again, Durba, with the rebound. She's got terrific size. You're going to hear a lot about her in the next couple of years. You might even hear it this year. Yeah, she's terrific. 45.3 seconds. This cable cast has been a production of ECAT. We enjoy covering the athletics and all the events that take place. Here's another fast break. Good defensive effort by the Black Knights. 27.9 seconds remaining. There's a shot, rolls around the rim, won't fall. And I think those are the things that the coaches will be working on in practice. All of the extra effort rebounds that they get, those balls weren't going in. Again, stolen. And again, we're down to 1 second. That's it. It's all over here at Oliver Ames High School. The final score, 66-25. Oliver Ames, the Tigers, defeat the Black Knights. And a good effort. And it's pretty clear to me that this is a pretty dominating game, 66-25. Hats off to the Tigers of Oliver Ames High School. So we'll be back shortly with our interview with our head coach. But first, let's take this time out. It's
You know, it's like
It
you,
was an
you
easy
can't,
one,
you
but-
can't control
yeah.
the opposition. You know what I mean?
Your kids probably could have had another 40 points.
Yeah, well,
those
it's
ones
like
that-
we wanted to play for
Yeah.
the quality of the game, not the
Yeah.
quantity of the points.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
know.
Okay, we're back here at Oliver Ames High School for the post-game show, and we have the honor of chatting with the head basketball coach for a number of years here at the home of the Tigers. Tonight they beat Stoughton by a score of 66-25, but the fact is you now have a record of 6 wins and 1 loss. This is nothing new to the folks out there watching. This is a terrific coach, and how lucky we are in Easton to have you. And I think about 2 state championships. I don't know how many league titles you won or divisions that you won, but you were brought up with basketball, I guess. Although you played some softball at Bridgewater State College as a captain.
Yep.
But tell me something. You've been coaching for years. You've had so many terrific players. When I look up on the wall here, Coach, I see Lauren Batista. I think she went on and played at
She played at Bentley, and they won a national championship. So.
And now we have Kayla Raymond playing over at Stonehill.
Mm-hmm.
And you know all those players, and they've all played for you. But would you do the same thing over again if you had the chance?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm not surprised that you would say that because it's in your blood. And,
Well, I mean, I was raised in a family where sports was really very important. So my father was an icon in Dedham in terms of he was one of the founding fathers of Pop Warner in football in Dedham, and my brother was a terrific athlete.
Well, you're such a talented coach. You could be coaching at a number of colleges out there, just like Coach Brown is doing over at Stonehill.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the talent, but you seem to like to stay right here and develop high school players.
Well, it's just kind of a love that I have. I mean, I have the good fortune of being a teacher in the building. So, you have a chance to help a kid develop as an athlete, but even more importantly as a student athlete, and even the higher level, more importantly than anything else, is to learn how to be a good person. And I've been really blessed by the number of kids.
You're hearing it right here from her, folks, and what a terrific post-game show for us to have you on the air. And she's also the winningest basketball coach in Massachusetts here in the Commonwealth. That's not an easy task. That's something that you worked at, that you developed players and they performed. And it's truly amazing. There's a bunch of us out there that would have loved to have had you coach our kids, but, it just didn't happen. But the fact is, you would do it over again.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
Right now, you're in the Davenport Division, and I know that you get to play some of the teams in the Kelly Rex Division. But what do you see as the future of this team? Are they going to continue to win? You
like
got
these
some
kids,
tough games coming up.
I've said this to them on more than one occasion. They're a very special group, and they just have this culture about them that they really care about each other, and they take care of each other, and none of them are making it about themselves as individuals. They're making it as a group. I mean, you could see the unselfishness in the way they pass and the way they play, and
Terrific
giving
passing.
up open shots because they can see that one of their teammates might have a better shot, and they just do it instinctively. And that, to me, is a real measure of the quality of the players that I'm fortunate enough to coach this season. It's just terrific.
I was not only happy to come here and do this game tonight because I've been really doing a lot of the Stonehill games, but I had a chance to see the
I'm so
former
happy
principal,
you came.
and then I had a chance to interview you, and 2 real jewels here.
Thank you.
In Easton, and
Thank
I'm
you.
forever grateful
Thank you so
for
very
that
much.
opportunity.
No, I appreciate all that ECAT does during this pandemic. It has been able to give the people in town and the people across the country a chance to see us play. I get texts from players all over the country, and they're just so excited to be able to see us play on TV because they can't get here. So kudos to you guys for doing this, because I know I really appreciate the fact that family, friends, and former players have a chance to see their extended family play, and it's been awesome. So I thank you guys for the time and the effort that you put into doing this.
Well, I thank the camera people, and I've been doing games for years, and I know that there's students who want to give back,
Yep.
and they remember you.
No, it's awesome.
So I wanted to thank you for joining me for the
Absolutely,
post-game
my
show,
pleasure.
and I wish you nothing but the best for the remaining
you.
ball games
Thank you.
throughout the season. And I always remember what Gandhi once said, and I quote, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of helping others." And that's what our head coach does here. And I congratulate you.
Thank you so very much.
And wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you, sir.
Tonight's cablecast is a production of ECAT, Eastern Community Access Television. Thank you for joining us, and be safe.